Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. So in the previous video, we have learned how to implement caching in Spring Boot using real life examples. So if you missed that video, I will suggest to go through this video once after this video. So in this today's video, it is the part 2 of the caching series. So this video is requested by one of our viewers to make a videos where I can explain different caching mechanism and technique that is used in the real life enterprise level application. So let's get started. So in this video we'll be going through to understand the something even more important that we discuss like different caching mechanism and the technique that is used in the real enterprise level application. Don't worry, I will be explaining very simple way with some real life daily examples as well. So what we'll be covering in this video? So in this video we'll be covering like what is caching actually means and why do enterprise says uses the caching and what are the different type of caching mechanism or the technique available in the market and how as an enterprise or as an organization will choose like which caching to use. So let's get started. So before going ahead with the video, I will request you please subscribe to the channel where I make videos on Java, Spring Boot, microservices, API development. If you want yes, any specific video, you can mention the topic on the comment section. So let's get started. So what is caching actually means? So let me go through like what in the simple term. So caching means the storing frequently used data in a faster location, so that when we request the same things, it responses become a bit faster. So imagine like we search something in the Google. Take an examples like caching tutorial series. So first times it takes like few seconds to display the result. If when you search against, so it shows the instantly. How this is happening? Because the Google cached your previous searches. So if you take an general example that we used seen in our daily life, like when you open Instagram and your profiles and feeds comes within a fraction of millisecond, we can say, so they are not fetched from the server again and again. So they are only cached in your in the memory in the device like that. So why do enterprises use caching? Uh, so imagine like you are running a restaurant. So there are a lot of customers are using coming every day. So the customer keep asking the same question like what is the today's special? What is the today's menu or something like that. So that time what like your waiter will not go to the kitchen and they check every time like what is the special for the today. So he will remember and answer it within a second. Like so similarly, that is exactly like how like enterprise application uses caching. So it mainly used to reduce the load to the database, to like remove the latency, to decrease the server cost, to decrease the response times. So there are like different type of caching um, is available in the market. So we have like in-memory caching, and we have distributed caching, we have client side caching, CDN caching, database caching, and application level caching. So let me explain you and each and every caching with a simple example. Like let's start with like in-memory caching. So it's like RAM based caching. So here we can use there are in the market we have like Caffeine, Ehcache. So you can use this as an in-memory caching. So what is actually means like imagine you you keep your like most important document in your office deck because because they are on the decks, so you can access them instantly. Like so similarly it is like the RAM. So and you can think that dex is your RAM, and there is where like in memory cache store and the data. So it is a little bit faster. And one thing is that as it is a in memory, so when the application restart, so all the data will be lost. right. So next go to that like distributed caching. So distributed caching means imagine like you and your team or maybe your colleagues share a single like Google Drive folders, and all you can access and update it from the different locations. So this is the distributed caching, like sharing across the multiple server. So application when to use the application run in the multiple instances, and you want persistency, and you want like highly scalability. That time you can use Redis, Hazelcast, and Memcached as an caching. Uh, so let's go to the third caching mechanism, which is client-side caching. So if you ever notice how like some website load instantly within a few second, like when you open a website, that time it takes some time to load. When you reopen it the next time, second time, then it is loaded within a few seconds, because your browser stored like CSS, Java, script, and the images for that particular website. What is CDN caching? I see a content delivery network caching. So it is like having multiple delivery boys in the different cities. Whichever is nearer to you, it will deliver the item like faster. So similarly, like CDN keep the copies of images, video, and static file close to the user's locations. So here we can use like Cloudflare, CloudFront, and Akamai. So that type of caching. Uh, So now understand like what is our database caching actually means. So when you take an example, a general example, like when you visit a shop regularly and the shopkeeper already knows your requirement. So then that time he does not ask the same questions again and again, right? So in the DB cached, like it remember frequently accessed or the queries or the frequently executed queries and a repeated result set. Example like we can use Hibernate, second level cache, MySQL query cases. So if you are still watching the videos, I will request you please subscribe to the channel. And if you have any questions, you can ask me in the comment sections. Let's go to the sixth caching techniques or the caching type. So it is the application level caching. So if we see in our earlier videos, we have used at the rate cacheable, at the rate cache put, at the rate cache epic, enable caching. So these are like used as in the application level. So it is useful when you want to cache inside the app logic. So this the cache is mainly controlled by your service layer. So now understand like a different type of cache eviction strategies. So if you think like we are storing in the cache, but and we are accessing, that's fine. But there will be a time we should delete the unused data or non-requirement data, because else it will be cache will be growing and your billing will be huge. So let's understand like a few of the cache eviction strategies. Like first one is LRU, so means least recently used. So take an example like you have 10 app recently used in your mobile or the Android phone. So the one you have not opened for a long time is removed from the memory. You will remove it because you are not in use. So cache remove the least recently used items first. So then is LFU means least frequently used. So cache remove the item like that is used least number of time. Next is like FIFO, first in first out. So take an example like you put the milk packet in the fridge. The older one should be consumed first. Similarly, like oldest cache items are removed first. Then TTL, time to live, for example this the meal packet have expiry after a few days, no matter what this will be expired. So same you can set a TTL. So after the TTL, the time to live, the data is removed from the cache. Next is like how this enterprises choose a cache. So a cache to use depending upon like what type of applications we are running. So let's take a few scenarios like for example, other applications handling the huge traffic, and it is a microservice based application. So that time we can use as an Redis cache as an because it is distributed and very fast, and no data loss will be there, and it support like a publisher subscriber model. So take another scenarios like we the application is very small, and it's only one instance is there. So that time we can use like Caffeine as a cache provider. So because it will provide very fast and no external installation is required, and it's lightweight. So other scenarios like if the large product with the session management is there, then we can use like Redis or Hazelcast. So if the application having like static files, then we can use CDN caching technique. And then, for example, our application is handling the very Hibernate heavy application. So there is a lot of queries being handled. So that time we can use second level cache. So now the thing is like when not to use the caching. When data changes very frequently, because if you are creating a application which is like stock wise related applications, so that kind of applications is data is frequently changes. So we will not use caching there. When we more concern is with the accuracy than the speed, so then that case we do not use caching. So when we are dealing like caching storage is more storage cost is heavier, so then we will not use the caching. So with this kind of decision, we need to decide like when to use caching or when we should not use the caching. So that's all about the videos. So if you have any questions, you can ask me on the comment section. In the next video, I will be using Redis for Redis as an caching cache provider in our Spring Boot application. So that's all about the video. Thank you for watching the video.